So we are back. The Sick Texans are back. We're bringing back the podcast, the Wrestlecast. And with it, we have brought not only a production team this time, but we are going to be not just talking about the news, but we're going to be just, throwing out our thoughts, trying to make it a bit more interesting, not just Jimmy Uso went up against Titus O'Neil, and it was a pretty decent match there. I'd give it a 3 out of 7 stars there. I'm Dave Metzer from Quiznos, with a little extra oregano. But no, that's not what we're doing. But it's me, CMB. We got DC over here.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Yeah, so basically we're going to put an overhaul on the graphics team and the Newstista team,
Well, Newstista's always been great. He's always done his job, but we gave him a bigger budget, sent him out into the streets, and it's going to bring us back some bigger news this time. He can't come back until he does.
Yeah, he's in the Newstista van. It's got like the graphic on the side of the van. So
we gave him money for gas, right? All right.
No, I think he filled up last week. So
okay, that's cool. That's cool. He can walk if he runs out. It's good. It's good. But anyway, so the order of the show, we're going to do Raw 25, we're going to do some SmackDown Live, then we're going to have the news, followed by the pay-per-view, the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And that should be our show. So shall we start with some Raw?
Yeah.
All right, so Raw 25 took place this Monday, if you didn't know. And we had some legends returning, starting with, as you can see with this great graphic here provided by our production team, we had people like Jim Ross and King, returning back so they could broadcast in a very small venue. Got some controversy going on there, but I suppose we'll talk about that in the news.
It's like the first, it's the venue where the first Raw took place. So,
Yeah, man, back when there was 10 fans, and, they were happy with watching 3 matches.
But not so happy now.
Yeah, I mean, really, when they pay a certain amount of money, they might be pretty pissed off. But anyway, besides great Jim Ross and King, we had Vince McMahon making his triumphant return.
Oh, yeah. He was babyface in the beginning. He came out.
Yeah, he did.
And, kind of turned heel.
I mean, he got heat real quick. That's all I'm saying. Very good at getting heat. It's great to see Vince back being better than almost everybody in the business. And also with him, his best friend, his compadre, if you will, Steve Austin showed up too. Didn't say anything though. He pulled the Chris Jericho comeback back in the day. Yeah. Just stared at everybody, and dropped stunners, and drank beer. Did you enjoy the segment?
So he gave Vince, how many stunners was it?
Vince got 1.
Got 1, and then
Shane got 2.
Yeah, Shane got 2.
Yeah.
So of course, Vince has an unbelievable sell of this stunner.
Yeah. Well, I disagree with that. I think he just falls down every time.
I'm being sarcastic.
Oh, okay.
He literally just falls down.
Yeah. He almost falls over rather than takes the hit. But hey, he's old. He was making all these excuses. Maybe those are real. Maybe he does have a heart murmur. You never know.
Maybe.
But besides that, we had Taker as well. A lot less exciting, I mean, in my opinion. I don't know what you thought about it.
He came out just lights, just the house lights. There was no smoke. There was no nothing.
True. It's almost like they had no budget for the lighting there.
Yeah. And what he said,
Yeah, he read a children's storybook.
Yeah.
He came, the sun rose, and he laid people down, and then he left. No opponent so far for Mania. Obviously, there's tons of rumors of who it could be. Heard a little bit of Cena, heard other people, but no one's official yet. What do you think?
I think. Do
you think it's going to be Jinder Mahal?
Maybe Jinder Mahal.
Jinder Mahal?
Jinder Mahal, yeah. I think he'll go 1-on-1. No, I think Jinder will go 1-on-1 with The Undertaker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But next, we had William Regal, who is such a legend. Just big-time legend there. Then we had Eric Bischoff and John Laurinaitis as your Raw GMs from the past. It's interesting what the Raw creative decided to do with these guys. They had them stand on the stage. I'm repeating this because it's almost unbelievable what they decided to do with these guys.
Yeah.
They stood there. And
that's it.
Yep. That's the segment they came up with for the Raw GMs of the past. And then Daniel Bryan, of course, came out and got insulted by The Miz. But we'll talk about that next. Another legend that returned, though, for about 10 seconds. The classic Ric Flair, with his daughter. What'd you think about that, man? Do you think he looks his best? After everything I think had that incident
what was
earlier
months ago.
Yeah, but he looks back and
Yeah, he does.
He's very red. Maybe it's the background making him very red.
I don't know. Maybe he's maybe he's a chameleon.
I mean, maybe he saw a ghost.
Maybe.
Who knows who's behind Alexa Bliss? Who knows? Could be.
Could saw the ghost of Benoit.
Moving on, we had.
My bad. All right.
We had the women.
Oh.
I mean, can you name all of them for me?
Yeah.
Go ahead, from left to right.
Left to right,
Yeah,
we got the Bellas.
Right.
We got Kelly.
Right. What did Booker T want to do to her on SmackDown?
What is it?
He wanted to rub hot sauce all over her, I think, is what he would say on live TV on SmackDown every time she would come out.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? But anyway, continue.
Oh yeah, we got who the fuck is that? Jackie. Jacqueline.
You right?
Got Michelle McCool. Got Trish.
Right.
Got Maria. We got next to Maria is the Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds.
Exactly. Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
Right. And then we have.
We got Tori.
Right.
We got. Oh, I mean, I don't remember her as a diva.
Diva, she's a legend, man. Come on, man.
I mean,
she did do quite a few segments where she got
Oh, she got like
people would get in her face and talk shit and grab the mic from her so rudely.
Did she get like a?
She also fell down one time.
Power bomb. Dudley Boys, I think.
I don't remember that.
Oh, maybe. I know she took bumps.
I mean, I remember Mark Henry was in bed with Mae Young. I mean, I saw that so many times this weekend.
Oh.
For some reason, they love that skit they did.
Yeah, they do. All right, anyways, and then we got Maurice.
Right. So again, what Raw Creative decided to do with these women, they stood there.
But I got one question.
What?
Where the fuck is Lita?
Well, I mean, she comes out. I feel like if you want to see Lita, all you got to do is watch a pre-show of anything. And she's always on a pre-show. Yeah. It's like everywhere. It's like every time there's WrestleMania, it's like, oh, pre-show Lita.
But that's it's a pre-show. It's not
I'm
like.
Just saying, if you want to see her, she seems to be always on.
Yeah, but I mean, she's not being showcased like this, in this way.
I mean, maybe she wasn't there. I mean, there was quite a few people that couldn't make it to Raw 25.
Oh, like somebody that had.
Big bad, big sexy, big daddy, cool Kevin Nash couldn't make it to Raw 25.
Well, why is that?
Because of his, he had a knee problem.
Oh, the knees.
Yeah, the knees. Yeah. They were like, oh, I can't travel with my knees. Like when he gets on a plane, he needs 25 feet in front of him because he's big, sexy Kevin Nash, and he's got some knee problems. So. Unfortunate, but I mean, still. I mean, again, all this talent really just kind of standing there. We had someone travel back from Japan, maybe for the day, maybe for the week. No one knows. Yeah. He brought a guitar with him.
That's interesting.
He also brought The List. And that is obviously Chris Jericho, and he had a little segment with Elias.
So at first you see, he has a strap.
Right.
Could be a backpack, a little side.
I mean, it could be, but we find out that it's not.
Could be a purse, but no, it's actually guitar, and he played some power chords, which is pretty interesting.
I mean, his song was about 10 seconds.
Yeah. I didn't know he played guitar. Thought he was just a singer in a band,
I mean, you would think after being in a rock band for that many years, he would learn how to play the guitar.
Yeah.
He's not just a vocalist.
That's true.
I mean, we could talk about Fozzy, but I feel like we got so many more legends to talk about.
Oh, yeah.
Not that one, but that one right there. Mean Gene. What do you think about him? Looking good?
Gene. Yeah.
Reminds me from Sully. That's what he reminds me of.
Damn it.
Yeah, man, exactly. But other than that, I mean, he had he actually did something though. He did an interview. He didn't say much, but it's better than just standing there like some people.
Oh yeah. So that's Mean Gene.
And then we had, the best friends of the year over here, the DX with Triple H, Mr. HBK. We had Billy Kid.
So they were just like, basically like.
I mean, we've seen this before.
Yeah, they're like, oh, there's more, and then you bring on more members of the DX.
Right, X-Pacs.
And yeah, you have X-Pacs.
Scott Hall with his suit. I mean, what's up with that suit? I mean,
he had
did
the
someone
toothpick and all.
spill some ketchup on him, or what's up with that suit?
I don't know.
I don't get
it. Billy Gunn looks a little. I don't know.
He looks a little what, man? He looks like he wants to say something.
Yeah, he wants to maybe get a hold of that mic and say something about all this. I don't know.
I mean, at this point, they're just hoping that Scott Hall doesn't say something he's not supposed to. But he didn't. But yeah, I mean, not really something I was that into. Just kind of flat, like whatever. I guess it's nice to see them, but all they really did was bring in Finn Balor and Gallows and Anderson, and then they kind of all just.
And then they buried that tag team, but who gives a fuck about them?
Well, the Revival, but I mean, I haven't seen a whole lot of them. I'm not a big NXT guy, but
they're just like anti the high spots,
right.
A lot of wrestlers do now. Which I mean, I think it's dumb because you don't want to see basic moves, like spears and punches, stuff like that. You want to see some of that action,
Right.
So I think it's kind of stupid to be against that. I just want if you want to see old school wrestling, go ahead and watch old school shit. But
well, I mean, it's better than drop kicks and or one outside drop kick and then a gay punch.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah. So.
But anyway, they had a little match, a little skirmish, and these gentlemen have returned. And then
they did have a match, actually. That's true.
Is there any other legends? Did we miss?
Oh well.
Or did we get everybody?
It was kind of funny. They kept going back to the APA.
Oh, that's right.
They were
Right. Also, someone that they made sure they zoomed in on, MVP.
Oh, MVP.
They really zoomed in on him, when they first got in there, because they really wanted to let everyone know he was there. MVP was there.
Yeah, he's the MVP.
Yeah, so he's on WWE now. Because I remember him on, Tina.
Tina?
Yeah, and Tina, he was,
Yeah, that's true.
On there for a while. I think he became champion and then he left, so that was interesting. Also back there, we had Heath Slater, big-time legend.
Oh, yeah, and Rhino.
Yeah, and Titus O'Neil.
Yeah, Ted DiBiase there also.
Yeah, he's he actually works there, so that's interesting.
Yeah, I mean he was already there, so
yeah,
put a suit on and
I mean, he probably already wears a suit. He's a $1 million man. Are you shitting me?
It's true. He had the stack of bills on the table.
Yeah, he did.
But one thing that's funny is they had the Usos there, right?
The Usos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The Usos were there for some reason. I mean, but
I mean, what else are they gonna do?
Well, get arrested for
ouch,
DUI.
Ouch. Well, you know what? It was only one Uso.
Yeah, only one Uso, but
one half of the Uso tag team champions.
What's funny is on the table they had beer.
Oh really?
Yeah, they had beer on the table, and they had one of the Usos sitting pretty close to that can of beer. So I mean, I don't know. Is that a rib? Is that intentional?
I don't know, man.
Is that
could
coincidence?
Be some, could be an Illuminati plot. No one knows. It's a mystery.
So that I don't know. That's pretty interesting.
All right. But with that, is that all the legends? That's all I have.
They had
I can't remember any of the legends.
Jonathan Coachman.
That's right. I forgot about that segment.
Had Teddy Long.
Yep. Boogeyman.
Yeah, they had Boogeyman.
The fucking guy with the red face.
Oh, Brother Love.
Yeah. And there was one other guy. Fuck, it doesn't matter. Yeah. So, any of those guys impress you? Any of them?
I mean, no.
I mean, it was a segment that was, enjoyable but not great. I would say a lot.
I mean, it was kind of short, right? I mean, that was good, I guess.
I mean,
Let's get that out of the way. So
could have been better. We're moving on.
Yeah, moving on. That's all the legends, really.
So throughout the night, they were showing video packages of Raw's greatest moments. Some, could agree with. Some maybe not so much. So this leads me to ask you, and myself, obviously, what's your favorite Raw moment over the years?
Raw moment.
Yeah.
Wait, like over the years, like recent or like
any of them
past?
during the 25 years. Obviously, you haven't been watching for 25 years because I don't think you're 25 years old.
Nah.
But
I think like Raw 1000. Remember that?
I think I remember. I don't remember what happened on that show.
I mean, I remember it being really good, and actually, like it was a Raw special. But I think that episode of Raw was like better than this one, than Raw 25 for some reason.
Possibly.
On that one, a lot of shit happened, and I know there was like legends also.
Right.
I feel like that one was more special, even though like 25 years of Raw you would think that it's gonna be like incredible, like
True.
celebrating.
True.
That's something I can think about, like recent.
Okay. So Raw 1000 is your favorite Raw moment?
It's not my favorite. I'm saying like.
Okay.
It's one.
Okay. Well, one moment that they kept showing, or I've seen throughout the week, whether it was on Twitter or actually they showed it, was I remember this specifically when I was probably in middle school. I remember watching Batista do where he was going to sign the SmackDown contract, and he was going to go fight for the World Heavyweight Championship while the WWE Championship, when Triple H was going to be the World Heavyweight Champion on Raw, and then he did the thumbs down. Batista bumped through the table. Classic moment. But yeah, man, that was when I really enjoyed Raw, back when it was Evolution. But nonetheless, that's Raw greatest moments.
Evolution.
So next thing we move on to, there was a match. Believe it or not, there was one match on Raw. It was the IC Championship, and we had Roman Reigns, who was a champion, versus The Miz, and The Miz Taraj, of course. What do you think about this match? It is a Roman Reigns match.
I kind of felt like he was gonna, I felt like Roman was gonna lose, and you have the false finishes in the match, and then you have the Roman Reigns, I don't know what the fuck he does, but he sets up for the gay ass punch, and then we all know what happens after that. It's a spear, so it seemed like he was gonna win.
Right, but you had the Miz Taraj constantly messing with him, and then him constantly beating up the Miz Taraj, because he's just so strong. He can take out 3 men. Also, Miz took off a turnbuckle, off camera.
Which I didn't see that. Like when it first happened, I didn't.
Yeah, because it was off camera, I believe. I don't think you could see it. Not exactly a match you would write home about, but Miz is the new champion again. What is he? How many time? IC title?
Like
8, 9,
yeah,
25, 700. And Roman Reigns is not champion, but with him losing the belt, I feel comes even worse despair.
Nah. Yeah.
It's going to be like that time in TNA where Kurt Angle and I think Sting had like every single championship. Maybe I'm wrong. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so that was that. Any other thoughts? No? Yes? Or shall we move on to one of your favorite segments of this week? Elias. And, we had obviously Jericho, but that's not the story that we're here to tell. Elias did a guitar session, or solo, or whatever you would like to call it, guitar jam.
Okay.
It was pretty lengthy, there was an odd moment where he pointed out that Jimmy Fallon was out there, and then nothing came of it, which is odd.
So,
Please go ahead. Go ahead.
It seems like every single week, you know, this guy comes out. He's playing a song, whatever the fuck. But like, I don't know. I don't really see what the point they're trying to get across here. Like, is like, so, you know, he buries the town that they're in, right, every single week.
Right. They're in Brooklyn.
Yeah. And every time he gets interrupted, like every time.
Mm-hmm.
Or he brings out someone to join and jam along with him, right? And so I can't help but notice what he's playing. And so, you know, for those that know about guitar, and also for those that don't know about guitar, like, you know, you, CMB,
right.
I mean, you only know so much.
Right. I'm not a professional.
But you have ears, right? So
yeah,
you can
I have those.
You can listen to what maybe like what he sounds like, right? And you can tell me what you hear.
Right.
Me, since I know like what he's playing, I can tell you what I hear.
I mean, he's no Rock, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, he isn't. See, Rock is a lot better.
Yeah. Because I mean, I feel like when The Rock would go out there and do that, he was like already big, like he was already a star.
Yeah.
This guy, like, nobody really knows who he is. He's like still kind of like green. And, you know, they're making him go out there and play a fucking guitar song, you know? I'm sure it's not easy, I'll say.
So basically, he always plays the same shit. It's in A minor. Sometimes he does blues. And I think last week he did, like, some kind of blues shuffle riff.
So if you had to give him a rating, like,
Or was
1 being, like, beyond rookie and 10 being, like, best guitarist who ever lived, where would you rank that?
1 being the lowest?
Yes.
I say like.
Also, his guitar seems pretty dirty as well. You pointed out.
I say like. I say. You know what? I'll be generous. I'll give him 2.
A 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he's got to work on his guitar game. I suppose that's the.
Basically, look. Here's his problem. I don't know if I forgot. Like, I don't know what the fuck he played this week. I don't know if it was the one I'm thinking about, but whatever. He was playing some kind of blues shuffle riff, right? And he was like, when he was singing, no, actually before he was even singing, he was playing it in a certain tempo, and then when he was singing, he was like fucking playing really like playing it really fast. He sped up a fuckload, like, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is he doing? He's not even staying in tempo, and it's like he's singing, and it's hard to sing and play at the same time.
Yeah.
But like, it's real obvious that he's like, he can't like keep up.
Hey man.
And it sounds like what?
Well, you know.
And
it's all 25, man. Nerves got to him.
So then he plays the minor pentatonic scale, right?
Okay.
And he's just like playing notes. There's no feel to it at all.
God
like
damn.
when you go and listen to someone play like a solo, I mean, it doesn't even matter like how fast you're playing, or like, you know, the technique they use. If you like feel what they're feeling or what they're playing, that's like that's what you like.
Damn,
so
man.
this guy just plays notes. He doesn't even like. There's like nothing to it.
Whoa! Calm it down there, man. You know, I know you wanna, just wanna let it go on this guy. Maybe we can invite him in and you could teach him a thing or two.
Yeah.
You know. But moving on, we had. Well, I mean, he had a segment with the one and only. Would you like to say his name? Would you like to say that guy's name right there?
No.
You don't want to say his name?
No.
Okay, we'll say he's no name.
Can't see.
He had a segment, and you know, it wasn't a big deal, but it could be something leading into Mania, maybe.
Probably.
But nonetheless, not exactly a. Well, it led to something. He used a guitar. I mean, I don't know if you approve of this.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you would ever do this with your guitar.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Not even to that guy.
Oh, it's Cena. Me.
Oh, you said his
like,
name.
I mean,
You broke the rule.
oh
fuck.
Nah, I'm gonna cut that out.
Can't cut it out, man.
I'm gonna cut it.
Uncut. But yeah.
Yeah. So he hit him on the back.
Well, I mean, it's got to be safe, you know.
You know.
It's not Jeff Jarrett, you know, where you hit him on the fucking face.
Oh yeah.
And then someone has like concussion. You know.
And that was it. Right? He didn't get up after that. He just. Right? Like the person being attacked did not get up from that.
No, the person who was attacked by the guitar did not get up after that. No.
So I guess that's how you defeat him. Like you said, he's just gonna be hit on the back.
Also, he
once.
did suffer a low blow prior to that.
Oh, okay, that's true.
So, Yeah. But then again, this wasn't a match, so he doesn't have to kick out, Nonetheless, so the final thing that really happened on Raw was the main event, which obviously Kane ran out there, then Braun Strowman. No.
Yeah.
But all three of them went out there. It was about a minute long, very quick. But it ended with Braun Strowman doing a running power slam to Lesnar. The table did not break on impact, but then it did break a little late, but nonetheless, it still broke. Set up for a main event, which we'll talk about in the pay-per-view part. But, I mean, got anything to say about this ending to the 25th anniversary of Raw that was about
Well, what I noticed is, like, I mean, you could say what you want. Like, if Kane should be in this match.
Obviously not.
Well, okay, so, like, what I saw was, like, Kane got an F5'd and that was it.
Yeah.
Like, he was, like, out, like that, right?
Yeah.
And so then you had Braun, like, being unstoppable or whatever.
Right, yeah.
So, I really feel like it's going to, like, the match itself is probably going to be more Braun Strowman and Lesnar. And, Kane's probably not going to have a big role in it.
What if Kane wins?
Now, that would
I think that would be interesting. I think that would be interesting. And then he runs for mayor as champion.
Oh.
That'd be real interesting.
Yeah.
But let's be real, it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, we'll talk about that more in the pay-per-view part. So we'll be back with SmackDown Live next, just right after this.
Alright. Now we're back. And now what we're going to talk about is SmackDown. SmackDown Live. And CMB, I'll let you take the mic.
I will take this mic.
Because I know you got a couple things to say.
Well, I mean, you unfortunately didn't have the time to watch SmackDown. But here's the thing. It's okay. Because I watched it. Okay. But that's not a good thing. As you will find out soon enough. You'll be interested that the production team only provided us with one image. All right, this chair. Hold on. All right, provided us with one picture, and they added a third wrestler in there. If you've never heard of him, his name's NyQuil Severe. Notice the Severe. And I mean, I'm not one of those people that wants to rift or just like hate on SmackDown every week. But I mean, after watching Raw 25. This is what they do on SmackDown. Now, obviously, this might be one of those shows where they're just like, let's get over it, guys. Like, come on, let's get through it. But let me explain to you what happened on this show. In very short, sweet, and so we can move on with our lives. Because really, I don't think anyone wants to remember the show. So it starts off with a Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, who, don't get me wrong, they're very good in themselves, but they just talked about nothing, about bullshit. And then Daniel Bryan comes out and AJ Styles comes out, and they're just back and forth. There's like weird pauses during them where like AJ will just like pick up his hands like, it's your turn, bitch. And then like they're just back and forth, and it just leads to a match, the main event, which apparently is AJ goes one-on-one with Sami, then goes one-on-one with Kevin Owens. And that's what they were going to do as the main event. It took like 20 minutes. It was pretty lame. And no fuck all came from it. Then after being kind of bored of that, then you have a tag team match between the Usos. No, I'm sorry. It was a one-on-one match between one of the Usos, doesn't matter who, and fucking, who the fuck was it? Who the fuck are they fighting? Chad fucking Gable and the Usos. This is what SmackDown's about, right? First match. No one cares about the match. No one cares about that shit, just fuck it, right? Doesn't even matter. So then, after that great performance, we have the women, which is a one-on-one match between Naomi and the chick that looks like she's part of the Wyatt family. Oh wait, no, I take that back. That's not true. It was Liv Morgan, right? And it wasn't really a match. It was one of those like fuck all happens, and there's just like one move, and then it ends out of nowhere. So that's what happens. And then all the women come out because it's like, oh, we gotta promote the Royal Rumble. And they just start throwing each other over the top rope. Fuck all happens. And there you go. Oh, and then Charlotte comes out and does a promo, and then fuck all happens. So fuck all happens. All right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, there was some Rusev shit. Comes out. I think they had a match with fucking Bobby Roode, and then they lost. And then the main event, which was Shane McMahon coming out and saying if Sami Zayn interferes in Kevin Owens' match, he will be fired, which we know that's not going to happen because that's stupid. Why would they fire talent like that? So that was such a crazy match, man. Such a crazy match. So then the match happens. Kevin Owens fakes a knee injury, and then he's there laying on a gurney for like 25 minutes while Sami Zayn and fucking Sami Zayn and the fuck's his name? AJ Styles, there we go.
Oh.
Are having a match inside the ring, right?
Oh, yeah.
Right? And that's probably the only good thing from the show. The only good thing. They had like a decent back and forth between them. And then it just ends because, wait, how the fuck did it end? How the fuck did it end? Oh yeah, it ends because AJ got out of the ring, pushes Kevin Owens over while he's laying on a gurney. And then he gets back in the ring and he's so distracted that Sami Zayn just gets the upper hand and beats him. Easy. Wow, that was SmackDown for you. Also, I forgot, but Shinsuke and Baron Corbin had a match that was so forgettable because it ended with Randy Orton just coming out and RKOing both of them for no reason. SmackDown Live, there you go.
Wow.
Yeah. And the production team just really didn't want to spend the effort to remember this because it was just so forgettable. No life. No, nothing. Just blah. And so they give it 1 NyQuil Severe out of 10.
1.
Did you catch all that?
Yeah.
I know I went pretty fast, but did you catch all that?
Yeah, I got it.
Any questions?
So it's because every week they have like Shane McMahon come out and like
He came out,
bitch.
yeah, he
So
did.
like, what role did he have?
Well, he
with
came
this?
out at the end, and he said that if they cheated, he was going to fire
Oh, that's it.
either of them. Also, they had various backstage little 2-second bullshits where like him and Daniel Bryan are there staring at a fucking TV screen, being like, well, yeah.
Wow.
I get paid for this. Yeah, you get paid for this. Yeah, I get paid for this. So, there you go.
Nice.
SmackDown Live. Unfortunately, this week it wasn't very good. That's my final thoughts on that.
Nice. Okay. Well.
So next,
Yeah.
we'll calm down and move on to News Tista, who will bring in for the news segment when we come back next. And we're back with some News Tista. So Batista, excuse me there. I choked on SmackDown Live. So Batista brought us 3 news articles this week. The first one, well, I mean, it's less of news and more of a did this happen? Was it true? Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler, not Larry the King Lawler, were caught napping during Raw 25. Did this happen? DC, did it happen?
Well, it would seem like they were asleep. I mean, you take a look at the photo.
Yes, there is photographic evidence.
Yeah.
However, it is very blurry because fuck the person who took that picture. It is quite nasty.
There's a great chance that they were both blinking at the time that this photo was taken.
I mean, I don't know about King, man. He's laid out.
Yeah.
He's like done.
Because he's leaning back, he's real relaxed, like he's just dozed off. Like so. But Jim Ross on his social media page, he said that it's a ridiculous claim that they fell asleep. That it just didn't happen.
I mean, if I was there and I saw 2 or 3 matches and then bullshit Undertaker promo, I'd probably fall asleep too.
Right. Because there's not much going on.
Yeah. Also, you have the fans being very angry. That we'll talk about in a minute.
So.
So would you say they did fall asleep or not?
I think it's very possible that they fell asleep. Could be like for like a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Could be for like half an hour. Who knows?
I mean, who knows what they're being told right now? They could be like, oh, we're going to cut to fucking the Miz and Roman Reigns match. So just sit there for like 30 minutes and do nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they're going to bust out like WWE Supercard and be playing that. They're like 80 years old. Come on. Like what do you want these guys to do?
Yeah. I mean,
it's unfortunate that they weren't on the main show commentary.
It's true.
Should have Michael Cole sitting there for 30 minutes doing fuck all,
Yeah, I mean they're like legends. So like this is what their job is just sit down and like cover nothing.
Yeah.
Just a ring, empty ring.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Very unfortunate. But moving on to the next news that Newstistas brought us. So Enzo, over the last was a week or so.
Yeah.
Suspended, then fired by WWE for sexual allegations by this woman who is has a social media presence, I will say.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you like to take it over?
Yeah, so I think it said that this happened in October, and it's quite a while since this happened, and apparently WWE didn't know about this. This happened, and so that's the reason why he was fired, because he didn't let them know. And not even talking about like if it happened or not. I mean, if it's true that he raped.
Well, I mean, you never want to see this happen, but then again, allegations against famous people doing things happen all the time, especially in sports. Whether they're true or not, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. This one could be controversial.
Yeah.
Obviously, people from both sides arguing it out over Twitter. No one really knows what happened. But
it's also interesting because this is like the cruiserweight division, right?
Right.
You had Rich Swann.
Yep.
You heard about that?
Yeah, I heard about that.
It's like, what's happening with this division?
Well, I mean, his was more assault.
Yeah. But still, like,
and
they're
kidnapping?
coming out.
Was it kidnapping, even though it wasn't a kid? I mean, whatever.
It just feels like, they're like, it's just going downhill.
And I believe Enzo was supposed to have a match at the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Can't have a match when you're fired.
So then you have the Mr. Vacant champion now.
Right.
Cruiserweight champion.
Right.
So.
But I mean, we'll see what happens with this.
I mean, I don't know how much you care about 205 Live. Like
I don't.
I never watch it.
Nope.
But one thing's interesting is that they're gonna have a general manager for that show now.
Okay.
And so like they're supposed to like announce who it's gonna be.
Is it gonna be John Cena?
I don't know.
Is it gonna be Super Crazy?
Oh, well, we're gonna find out.
Maybe we will. But with that being said, we'll keep you updated on the situation. But Enzo currently right now trying to fight for his life and his career here. Maybe he gets away, maybe he doesn't. We'll get back to that. But next, in the third and final segment of the news, we got the XFL. Yesterday, big news on Twitter. Vince McMahon standing in front of a big red, white, and blue X.
It's a new logo.
Yes, it is. Kind of looks like the KFC letters, but XFL. Because it's extreme, don't forget. Football League coming in 2020. Vince McMahon invests big money into this. Obviously, this is a redo from the first time, if you didn't know.
Yeah.
The XFL did already happen. It did not go well the first time. There were many mistakes, botches, and fuck-ups. And, I'm not exactly sure why this is happening, but mixed opinions. I don't know what yours is about this.
I'm just thinking how it's gonna work. Like, when it does come out, like, what's the schedule gonna be like? Like, competing with other.
Well, he said he wanted to make the game shorter.
Okay.
Because 3 hours, he said, is too long for anything.
Too long for like.
Yeah, any type of show.
A live
3
show.
hours. A lot of commercials, just too long. You can't stay focused. So he wants to make it shorter. Football game that's shorter. I mean, I don't know how big of a football fan you are. I'm a pretty big football fan.
I prefer football over basketball.
Okay, that's something.
But I have a hard time understanding it. Like, I mean, I haven't really gotten into it enough to understand the rules and stuff.
I mean, true, but I mean, again, from what I understand, the rules for the XFL were like fucked up anyway.
Okay.
So they're not exactly like NFL rules.
Another thing he said was he's debating where he should get rid of halftime.
I think he will do that because, again, he wants it to be quick and halftime's 30 minutes. So, or 15, 30 minutes? I think it's 30. Fuck it, I don't know.
So, yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but not till 2020. Do you think the XFL, right here today in 2018, do you think it's going to succeed or will fail again?
That's hard to tell.
I mean, again, he did also say he did not want to have crossover between WWE and the XFL.
Oh, really?
Because there was obviously, in the first one, there was a lot of crossover. You know, he was out there on the field announcing. You know, you had like The Rock, you had Jim Ross. There was like a bunch of people part of it that they didn't play football, but they were trying to do the crossover. And I believe he said he didn't want that this time. He wants it to be its own thing.
Its own entity?
Yes.
Interesting.
I mean, hopefully it turns into something good, but I'm sure people will watch and give it a chance this time. Obviously, it's a new age, 2018, back from when it happened prior, which was who the fuck knows? I don't remember the year. But yeah,
okay.
Good luck to Vince. But yeah. But next, we're going to have talking about the Royal Rumble 2018, giving us thoughts, predictions, and,
Okay, well,
maybe some other things.
Start with the championship matches.
Okay.
Pay-per-view matches. Predictions. Royal Rumble. Sponsored by KFC.
Yeah, KFC. Or the XFL.
So you have the triple threat for the Universal title.
Right.
You got the champion, Lesnar. You got Braun Snowman, who's he's been really destructive these past couple weeks.
Right.
You have Kane, who has just been there. Hasn't really done much.
Yeah, he's been running for mayor every other month.
Yeah.
Losing every single time. And then coming back and getting his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar. What kind of life is that? I feel bad for the guy, but
Okay.
what can you do when you're just not as big? So it's a battle of the bigness.
Yeah.
Who do you got? What do you think's gonna happen? Leaving Royal Rumble 2018, who will be the Universal Champion for Monday Night Raw? So I have a feeling somebody, no names, lost the title this past Monday. Might be in the picture sometime soon, I mean, I think the strongest champion there is still Lesnar, clearly. He's probably the biggest name that should hold that belt. But
I feel like he would hold it heading into WrestleMania.
Right. Then again, Braun,
Yeah.
when is going to be his time? When is he going to win that title?
Are you a fan of Braun?
I mean, the guy is definitely strong. I'll say that much. I don't like the way that he breaks character outside of the show. Like seeing him dressed up in a goofy sweater, smiling, and then him
That's true.
Like acting like a good guy with Alexa Bliss. It just kind of makes you like, oh, he's not really a badass. He's kind of soft. But besides that, he's all right. I'll give him a pass.
Yeah, I think so too. What did he pushed a truck? Like, what was it, last week?
He pushed like the entire Empire State Building over. Yeah, because he's just so strong. Yeah, we've seen that before. John Cena ripping off ambulance doors to beat somebody with.
Oh, okay.
So strong, these guys. But yeah, so your pick for this match. I'm gonna go with a safe one and just say Lesnar wins.
Yeah,
I think he beats Kane. I think that's what happens.
Okay,
I think Lesnar pins Kane.
So Braun's gonna he's not gonna be pinned. So
No.
he's gonna be okay.
Yeah, because you gotta keep him strong. I mean, it's almost like it's almost like I've seen this before in the past. It's almost like I am fucking Pat Patterson.
Yeah, so I agree. Lesnar should just pin Kane. Kane can go back to trying to be a mayor, and
try to be.
And there you go. That's how it ends.
Yeah. So then the next match we got AJ, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. handicap match for the title. Very odd how this match is going to work.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you have a title match as a handicap? Is it going to be at the same time, or is it tag?
I think that's true.
I imagine it's going to be tag.
Yeah.
But I could be wrong.
I don't know.
It's just so odd that this is a thing. It makes you think, like, what the fuck are they doing on SmackDown Live? It's almost like their shows don't make sense. I mean, it's really hard to really just think about what the hell they're going to do here. I mean, the easy option is AJ retains because, Shane McMahon gets involved. But
yeah, he's going to get involved. Then DB's going to get involved too.
Yeah. But he kind of looks like he might have his hands full with The Miz, DB.
Oh, with that thing on Raw. Yeah.
Maybe they're leading up to something. You never know.
I heard some shit about DB being, like, cleared to wrestle, but not, like, in WWE per se, like, maybe somewhere else.
Oh, New Japan?
Yeah, he's going to go join Jericho in New Japan.
Oh, they're going to beat up boys?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I feel like some shit will happen.
I'm going to go with AJ retains.
I don't know. I feel like Kevin Owens and Sammy will, like, win somehow. They'll win somehow. But maybe... I don't know what the rules are for this match, too. Like,
yeah, no one knows. It's a mystery.
Yeah.
So you're going with Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. Yeah. I'm going with AJ on this one. Okay.
But they probably won't win the title, like, the way, like, maybe AJ just keeps it somehow.
So some DQ shit?
Yeah, some DQ
some like
shit.
Fluky shit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like some triple restart match, and then, like, the title gets lost in Atlantis? Okay. Cool. Next match. Well, before we get to the Royal Rumble matches, just to, if you're wondering, the production team felt that it was best to exclude the tag team matches because who cares about the tag team matches? You got, like, Seth Rollins and Jason Jordan versus Sheamus and Cesaro. Is that... Do you care about that?
Nah.
Is that going to change your life?
Nope.
Would you pay money to see that?
Nah.
What if they paid you $10? Would you go see that?
Yeah, I'd probably see it.
Okay.
For $10, I mean, I could be doing other things while I see it.
Yeah, exactly. So, okay. Well, there you go. And then the other tag match is like the Usos versus fucking Gable and Benjamin.
Yeah.
So, who cares, really? So then we have the Royal Rumble matches. We got the male and the female. So where should we start first?
Let's say we'll start with the
females.
Yeah.
Ladies first. No?
Yeah.
No
okay.
courtesy over here.
That's fine.
Okay.
So I know there's a little error in our the graphics team. They probably fell asleep.
Why is there an error?
Because Paige is in the poster, but
she's going to be there.
She'll be there, but she won't be.
Did you hear about Stephanie McMahon's going to be the commentator?
Oh no.
Or ring announcer, commentator. I don't know. She's going to be involved. Not that that's a surprise, but I'm sure Paige will have her part as well. Maybe manager.
Okay.
But of course, that's less of a botch and more of a she's going to be there.
Okay, yeah, it's accurate.
It's not like they're saying everyone's going to be in the match. I mean,
So I mean, I don't want to take the time to count everybody.
Well, they said there's going to be 30.
Yeah, but
30 men and 30 females.
On
there's not 30 people
on the poster.
On that
yeah, there's not 30 people. So I'm curious to see who's going to be.
Well, there's obviously we saw on Raw plenty of women who aren't just capable of standing but can actually wrestle.
That's true.
I've heard some rumors about somebody from another company. I think you know who I'm talking about coming in. What do you think about that?
Oh, really?
You know who I'm talking about. Don't stand there and don't sit there
Who
like you don't know what I'm
talking
talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Certain UFC fighter who was a champion but then began to suck. And now I guess she gave up UFC, and now
that's true.
The doors have opened in the WWE for this woman.
That's true.
Will she make her debut?
I don't know.
If she makes her debut, I'm saying she's going to win.
Oh yeah.
And of course, we're talking, if you don't know, Ronda Rousey, former UFC champion.
I don't know. I mean, what could she do in the match? She can't really do much, but like,
I mean,
arm
obviously
bars.
she can act like an MMA fighter.
Yeah, but like she can't like bump and like
well
around with
I mean,
females.
In the past, if you've seen like other pro people when they get into the WWE, some of them very odd, very like they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Some of them actually are decent. So
That's
we
true.
don't know. It's a mystery till it happens. But I say if she shows up, I say she wins.
Yeah.
But if she doesn't, there's two people that I thought might win this because I
Okay.
feel like the Royal Rumble is less of a match based off how good you are and more of do they need to get over, right?
Right.
So obviously there's somebody that they've really been pushing. You know, every time you just look at WWE, see a big Nia Jax putting her face all over the place. I mean, you know, very like related to who? Who is she related to? Can you remind me? Can you ring? You know, let the people know.
Oh, like
Home no.
the
Who's-
Rack.
Yeah. You know who else? Who else
Racky.
is related to Rack? By the way.
Oh, Usos.
Oh, and there's one other person that's also.
Oh, Umaga.
Yeah, and then you know.
Oh, Tamina.
Yeah, that's true, but you know.
Oh, Oh, you mean Roman Reigns?
Yes,
Oh,
there we go. Now you hit
my
that,
gosh.
nail on the head there. But yeah, so I think she probably might have a chance to win. But to be honest, they might just give her the Big Show role where like she eliminates a bunch of people and then gets thrown out. By
Okay.
The real person they want to push, which I will say number 2, Asuka or Asuka with her ass.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's my pick.
So that's your pick too.
Mm-hmm.
Any other things you want to say about the women's Royal Rumble?
Mm.
Hopefully they don't make it bad. Like hopefully there's no
It's the same rules, so like
awkwardness. Because I mean, if you watch SmackDown, there was some awkwardness with the females. Like some of them were attacking people they clearly weren't supposed to, and it just kind of looks weird. Because then they just let go, and it's like, what the fuck?
yeah, so it's like a new thing for every single one of them. So it's like
Yeah.
it's gonna maybe take a while to get used to.
Huh.
It's not like a.
So we're saying Asuka then,
Yeah.
even though I'm saying probably Nia Jax.
Because then what happened is like they could take like 20 women to throw out Nia Jax, like to show like, oh my gosh,
Yeah,
like, she's
exactly.
so
Yeah.
powerful. Like this
Yeah.
guy's gotta take every single like person in the building to throw her out.
Pretty much.
I think that could happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
So who do you give the least chance to win in the females Royal Rumble? Like 0.1. I'm gonna go with no, you go first.
I'm gonna go with
I feel like you might pick what I'm gonna say. Go
I mean,
ahead.
I was gonna say Alicia.
I was tempted, but then I was like, man, Tamina, oof. Will she get a single elimination? Tamina versus Alicia, who will do better? I feel like that should be something that we should watch.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
will they get a single elimination?
No.
Nah,
I
okay.
think they'll like eliminate themselves. Like Great Khali.
That was
You
a
eliminate
battle
yourself.
royal. That wasn't.
I mean, yeah, but like.
And it was over the
did
top
it.
rope, but he fucked up. All right. But moving on, we got the men's Royal Rumble. We got Big John Cena in green right there. If you miss him, you know he's got
What the
Roman
fuck
Reigns
is-
on top of him.
What the fuck is he in the Rumble? Like what?
You know we got the three. I was gonna call them the Usos, but that's not what they are. The fucking New Day. I'm sorry. You know, just a bunch of everybody. Everybody's in that. What do you think? Because last year it was Randy Orton. He won. He threw out Roman Reigns, but he didn't main event WrestleMania because Roman Reigns versus Undertaker was the main event. And who the fuck made that call?
Oh man.
Somebody with a small dick. That's who. Anyway, who do you think's gonna take him though? It's gonna be Randy Orton again. Are they gonna pull a rib? And then they're gonna make him not main event WrestleMania again.
Damn. You know,
Is
it's
it gonna be Triple H? Is he gonna put himself over? What are you thinking? You're thinking hard right now.
yeah, because it's never who you think it is. It's like always.
Well, again, remember
Like-
who needs to get over the most, or who's the big enough of a bitch that they're gonna try to put over again, like John Cena. You know, you never know. I mean, if we think about past winners, you know, you got guys like Del Rio, we got guys like Orton,
Batista.
Daniel Bryan. Did he win?
No,
No.
he got eliminated and everybody was like,
Oh, he had that match with Triple H. That's right. Didn't he?
at WrestleMania.
Well, no, he did something at the Royal Rumble, didn't he?
Yeah, I think he had a match.
Fuck, it doesn't matter. Too much shit in the past has happened to remember. So many matches, so many shows. But this one, though, Sunday, it's happening. Live on pay-per-view. Actually, why does it say pay-per-view? That's not true. It's fucking network. I don't know what the fuck production team. Who do you got, man?
All right.
Because, I mean, we don't even know. I mean, there could be people we don't even know are going to be in this match.
I know.
You know, Jerry Lawler and Michael Cole could stand up and fucking be in the match.
With JBL, and just
You know.
like, stand up and get in the ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I
Usually,
I
what we would
would-
do in the past, though,
What?
if you don't mind, we would just pick numbers and see who, if we would actually pick the winner.
okay.
You know, 1 through 30. We usually pick about 3, and see if we get close. I think one year I hit 1. I hit the guy, but other years I was way off. I don't know about you.
Okay.
I feel like we
Yeah.
should do that.
All right.
But anyway, you're gonna say something before that?
I feel like if they're gonna go the route of not being, you know, bitches and like picking Reigns or Cena to win, they would pick somebody like maybe who needs the win.
Who would that be? Ooh, you
I think like they could go Finn.
I mean, they already kind of spoiled that with Raw 25, you know. Him and Triple H coming together inside the ring while Jim Ross and Jerry the King Lawler watch.
Yeah, because like he was the Universal Champion.
But I mean, I feel like he's already kind of over, you know.
No, I know, but like he was the champion and then he got injured and then he lost the title and
Right.
he never got a rematch.
Right.
The same thing with Kevin Owens. He was the champion, he lost, and he didn't get a rematch. So it's like,
But I mean, he's got a title match.
yeah, but I'm talking about like in the like, you know, the past,
Right.
that title, and I think Goldberg lost it to Lesnar, and then he never got a rematch.
Right, but I mean,
It's kinda-
Roman Reigns lost his title to The Miz, so.
Yeah. So
So I feel like we should just pick who we think's gonna win, good or bad, and then we'll pick our 3 numbers each.
okay,
And there you go, guys. I think that would be good.
I'm just gonna pick who I think would win if they go the route I'm talking about.
Okay.
That'd be Finn or possibly Samoa Joe.
I thought he's injured.
What?
Samoa Joe.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think he's injured? I could have sworn News Tista rang in my ear that he's injured, but I don't know.
What?
I don't know. Just tough, you know, because you look at him and you just see like no. You see a lot of no's, and then you see 2 guys in the middle, and it's like, is it gonna be? Are they gonna dick? Like whenever you think WWE is gonna dick you over, it's when they dick you over. So, you know what? I'm going to choose Big John Cena. Big John Cena, who's
Really?
green shirt, is going to win the Royal Rumble.
What?
That's my prediction.
For like was that like the 3rd time he wins?
Yeah, because he needs to get over. If you didn't know, he's not that popular. He needs to get over again.
Gotta give him the rub.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Fuck it. We're taking too long. Fuck it. I picked. Nah, I can't go back. There's no run backs. Fuck it. Fuck it.
Wow.
It's because I just thought of Elias and I was like, oh well, maybe not. But then fuck it. It's WWE. Fuck it. So now, you want to pick one number, I'll pick a number, you pick a number, I'll pick a number.
I'm gonna go.
Actually, I'm gonna write this down on a...
Not too late, but not too early. 21.
You're choosing 21.
Yeah.
Okay. I will choose the number 12.
Oh man.
What's your next number? Fucking playing bingo. Come on, man. What you got? What you got?
I'm gonna go 16.
16 and 0. Okay.
Yeah, 16 and 0.
I will go 18.
Oh, okay.
Your final number, sir, for the 2018 Royal Rumble. What do you got?
I got.
If you say 30, you're a bitch.
No, I'm not gonna fucking face it either. I'm gonna go 29.
Man, I almost said something that would get me in trouble. All right, so there you go, 29. I will choose number 24. There you go.
Now this is for both Rumbles, right? It's just the same applies.
Well, do you want to?
I mean,
I didn't even think of the female one.
I mean, yeah, it's gonna be the same one. So we have a.
So you want to say for both of them the same number?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, unless you want to come up with like.
I mean, if only we had an audience to ask if they even give a fuck.
We're gonna do a poll.
Yeah. Can we get a poll, Michael Cole? Michael Cole, get a poll.
Okay.
The poll says, or survey says, fuck it. Just pick 3 numbers quickly then.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So here we go. I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. Give me your 3 numbers. Just all 3 right now.
Okay. So I'm gonna go 14.
Basically, it's guess Ronda Rousey's number.
I don't think she can
Hey,
wrestle
man.
for like an hour.
Maybe she'll do one of those things where they get knocked down, they lay down for 30 minutes, and then they come back at the end. You know, like Roman Reigns. What? I didn't say that. So anyway, 2 more numbers. You
14.
got 14.
Let's go 20.
I got all these high ass numbers.
7.
All these high ass numbers right here.
And then just for
You're gonna pick one, aren't you?
for giggles, I'm gonna pick 8.
Why is that giggles? That could be a decent pick. Okay, my lotto numbers. I'm gonna pick 15. I'm gonna pick 20, 28. I'm gonna pick 9. There you go. If you notice, there are just one more than what you picked.
Wow. Yeah, that's.
So my pick
pretty...
will all be after yours every single time. There you go, guys. There you go. Wait, that's not. How was that dick?
Dude,
does it make?
Because I could have been that close, but like
Yeah, well, you know what?
A number off.
You can only have to pay attention to one and then the other, and then you don't have to give a fuck about the next ones.
Okay.
But whatever. Anyway, guys, that has been our show that we've brought back. We got the production team. Hopefully, we've done this better. Hopefully, we continue to make this show more interesting for you guys. Any feedback would be much appreciated. And any last words you got, DC?
I think
for our great fans who enjoy this podcast.
I think I want to hear what people think about this podcast.
Right, because they could always post who they think's gonna win, what numbers, and as long as it's not after the fucking thing, then they win.
Yeah.
And none of this like, oh, I have 30 picks. It's like, get the fuck out of here, piece of shit. Anyway.
Okay. Yeah. So.
You will be
next
watching
week.
this Sunday,
I'm gonna be watching.
7:00.
Yeah. Next week we're gonna give our thoughts on what happened.
Right.
And talk about
post Royal Rumble.
Yup.
So we'll see you guys next week for another podcast. See y'all later.